And we are live here with the Australian Grand Prix, and here with the with season opener again, boys. We're back at Australia for the second time now. Last season was cut short because of some reasons. I don't know all the ins and outs, but we are here and we are ready to listen to Australia roar its engines again. It has been, I don't know how many months since we've been here, but we're ready, and I'm pretty sure most of these drivers are ready as well. We've got a very packed field today with some new faces for F1. We've got Thermal JD. I think JD might have been in last season. Wheeze, Def's Demu. We've got Toby-Wan Kenobi, probably the quickest out of all the new ones that have joined. We've also got Ali Allenby, probably one of the slowest that have joined. Sorry. Did I? Oh, okay. And who else? Thermal White. Yeah. So we've got a couple of new drivers here for the Australian Grand Prix this weekend, and it doesn't feel like we're logging anytime soon because of VRT Square. And it's always Square, the number one person in the league. Which is actually, I'm kind of surprised it's Square's internet that's letting us down, because he does actually have quite good internet. But, you know. I guess while we wait for this to start, I guess we could talk about qualifying. Well, it's very quick grid for Australia, so I'm sure that we'll be dipping into them 119s, with probably Tadpole, Corey Marshall, Chiller, Toby, not Finn, and Squares left, so that everyone will now load and get ready to go, and we are in. So, as we head into the first qualifying of Season 4 in TFR Racing League, we have... I was about to say we have 5 red lights. We don't have 5 red lights because it's not the start of the race. So we've got some good qualifying ahead of us with some very, very quick drivers. And I'm assuming one of these drivers will be out very quickly to just set up a time. So if you're one of the first ones out, you should be you've got a good advantage. So, and it's going to be one of the Ferraris. It's going to be probably Square? No, it was Thermal White, which will be the first one out. Followed out by one of the Red Bulls of probably, I'm not that sure. So, I guess while we wait for a lot of these drivers to come out, Toby's in the Merc's going to be out very quickly as well, which I feel like a lot of people are going to be out quite quickly. One of the Williams was out first, which we will watch do his lap. This track is very quick, technical, and it tests the driver's ability for everything really for the first race. So this second sector is probably my favourite sector, with this long curved straight going into that fast left-right chicane down towards that to the second straight into a very sharp right-hand braking zone, which is, I find, very, very nice. So, see, just a nice flick right. If you can get that perfect, that is a place where you'll pick up time on a lot of other drivers. So, as we go to Thermal JD, as he starts warming up his tyres for his first flying lap of today's session. He will be the first driver to do so, and he might get hold up on his lap because there's a lot of drivers coming out of the pit lane now. So, if we run around the final corner, ahead down the straight, DRS wide open into the 8th gear now. he goes towards the first corner. Can he get the first corner? Wind up good. He hits the apex. He goes a little bit wide. Could have maybe neatened that up a little bit. He hits the curb very nicely, and he heads down this first of the 3, I believe, the TFR straights around here. Not as fast as corner there, but he is. It's not a bad first lap. It doesn't look like. Could have used a bit more of the track there, but just trying to keep this safe. Oh, very, very close there to invalidate him. But as he takes this long right-hand straight down towards this corner, he's got a couple of cars ahead of him. Are they going to move out of the way? Salt moves out of the way perfectly, as well as Wheeze moves out of the way. Very, very good. Well played to the drivers there for respecting their limits. As the Thermal JD is now chasing down this car ahead, which is Stevie Cat, which I'm glad he's got into the race, because he wasn't in the lobby before, I don't think. So, as he comes towards the penultimate corner now, he rounds the penultimate corner. He's going to get held up a little bit by Crispy Hang, but Crispy's going to just... Well, it does look like Crispy might give him a tow here a bit. He does get a small tow, Crispy, and it's going to be a 120.3, which is going to be followed up by Thermal White with a 120.9, and I'm not sure who the next car across the line will be. It will be Rustless. Just going to come across the line, but it's going to be a very bad lap. Ollie will come across the line, which isn't going to be the greatest lap for his first lap. With 122, that's not great for Ollie. That's going to be one of the back times, I believe. So, the next car that will be on a flying lap is Toby Kenobi, the fan favourite for us here. It's going to be a 121.3. I know we can go a lot quicker here, so I will be expecting a lot more from him. As Def Steamo is on his lap now. This is going to be quite a good time. It might be in the 121s. No, it's going to be on the 122s. Never mind, it's not the greatest time. I thought it would have been a bit quicker than that. But the next person to come round the final bit, that's Tadpole. So it's going to be followed by his teammate, which Stevie, I believe, is on a fly. And that's Finn RTL round, spinning in the first sector. And that is going to be that set of tyres over and done with. He's going to have to get back to the pits and change them softs. As Stevie comes towards the penultimate corner for his end of his first lap. And he takes it a bit wide there. And it's not going to be the quickest lap here for Stevie. There's a 120 gone. 122.1. So it's not. These aren't the quickest laps yet I've seen. So Salt parks in there on a mediums. Oh dear, Salt's beating 4 people on just mediums. With a 120.5 on mediums, which is a very, very strong time. But the man himself is going to the pits. Maybe you're going to get a bit of wing damage. Maybe you're spun. I don't know. But Tadpole, the reigning world champion in TFR, is on his first lap for this season around Australia. It's looking good at the moment. Is he going to know how to hit this braking point? Perfect. He does. He hits the curb. Is he going to be able to catch his car ahead just before the end of the lap? It does look like DeChilla's going to get out of the way. Well played by DeChilla. He comes around the penultimate corner to head towards the last corner. Is this going to be enough to take him on provisional pole position? No, he's going to put him in P3. And Corey Marshall comes along. I didn't even see Corey Marshall's time. He did a 119.7. What a good time from Corey. And that is a yellow flag. I'm not sure who by. But one of the McLarens. I think that's Wheeze. Z-Man going to come across. Oh, no, he's on a lap lap. And I think that's a lot of people coming in the pits now for their times. So I'm going to watch on the Z-Man, which I believe is the next guy going to be coming across the grid for his flying lap. So he round. Oh no, DeChilla's here. DeChilla's on the flying lap, but he's on medium. So we'll watch DeChilla to the end of his flying lap. No, it does look like Crispy's done the time, but it's not a very good one. He's obviously back down or lost the car somewhere. Oh, it looks like DeChilla gone purple in sector 2. It might just be a game glitch, but in quali, it does sometimes show that he is actually purple. He locks up a bit there, doesn't really compromise him much. So he takes a fast right-hander towards the penultimate corner to end his first lap, I believe, on with season 4 for TFR. He comes across the line with a 120.7 on mediums. That is a solid time for the chiller there. So, I think the next car across the grid will be Z-Man. Z-Man comes around the last corner. He's not going the quickest at the moment. It'll be a 121.7. That puts him in P10. It's not been great. So I think the next car will be Wheeze to come across the line. Then will be Ollie probably. He comes across around the last corner. It's not the quickest time here by Wheeze. It's going to be a 122, I believe. Oh no, it's going to be a 121.8. So it's not a bad time on a mediums for some of these drivers. So Ollie is going to come into the pit lane, which is another set of tyres used for Ollie. We're going to be watching Finn's lap. The man that made this whole server happen has coming down for his first lap of this season. He comes down towards the first corner, hooks up really nicely. A bit of a tank slapper there at the first corner, but he's okay. He's going to be able to head down towards the fourth corner, sorry. Into heading towards that sector 2. A little bit of a loose end there. It does look like his setup's very loose on the rear end. He'd probably like his car just to slap out a bit so it rotates a lot more. And have we got any updates on the board? It doesn't look like we have. So, Finn heading towards my favourite corner on the circuit. Oh, sorry, my second favourite corner on the circuit. Obviously, fast left-right chicane is my favourite. But this will be a very exciting race at the moment. Well, just queuing up to a very, very exciting race with all these times. Well, top 6 separated by mere tenths. I mean, apart from Corey, which is quite far ahead. But the top 2nd to 5th are literally, they're covered by 6/10 of a second, which is quite big in F1, but it's still quite small. A driver can pick that up in no time, and that's Sturm White going to be crashing out the session. And we're going to watch our Finn's just come in, which is a big shame. Have we got anyone that's going past the incident? Doesn't look like we have any more. So, I think that's going to be a Red Bull coming across the line. Probably Corey. Yeah, it is, but he's on 2-lap-old softs. So, we're going to go down to who's coming across the line now. Sorry if this is jumping about a bit everywhere. But we're going to go to the... Oh, where is he? Who's that just come across the line? No, okay, right. We're going to go to the runner-up of last season's TFR World Championship, which was a unlucky result for him in Brazil last season to round off the season. So he's gonna try to join this lap up. He's gonna try to make the season right, and he's gonna try to fight for that World Championship and take that reigning World Championship off Tadpole. I'd just like to say thank you for 10 viewers we've hit now, which is not... I think we could push that up a bit more today if we somehow do. I don't know, but we'll focus on the racing for now. And it doesn't look like anybody's challenging Corey at the moment. Not perfect by Square, but he might do. I don't know. This game's a bit glitchy because remember, F1 2020 is esports ready apparently. Debatable. Oh, very loose the rear end there from Square. As he rounds the penultimate corner for his first lap. And it's looking quick. It is looking very quick. He's heading towards the line, and it's going to be a 119.2, and that is going to put him on provisional pole, even though Corey has just improved on his time. That is a monstrous lap by Square there. And it doesn't look like any of us challenging him at the moment. Where is the reigning world champion Tadpole? He is on his outlap for probably his second to last lap. So it's going to come across the line with a 119.2, and that's just going to miss him out on pole position. They are separated by 0.03 of a second, which is nothing. That's like a millimetre. As let's see if one of the fan favourites is out there. No, Toby is on his validated lap. Ollie on a flying lap, it's invalidated. Everyone's invalidating. Oh, Z-Man's going very slowly here. He's just waiting for one of the Red Bulls to go past, which I'm assuming will be Corey Marshall. Yeah, it is, but he's on a validated lap and he'll be boxing this lap. I'm assuming. Square on an in lap. Finn though, on that lap. Oh god, sorry. Oh, well, what's the rest of Stevie's lap? As we bond onto Stevie's T-cam here as he heads through. A little bit dip on the grass to the front left there. Not the quickest I've seen through that chicane today, but he's going to try to push this car right to the limits. He's told me that he's going to try his best this season. Obviously, this is Stevie's first season in F1 as well, so I'd like to see one of the rookies do well this season. Maybe I'll fight for that World Championship. That was a very close call by Stevie there. That was very close to validation, but he's coming into the last sector now with his second time with the world. Sorry, his first time wasn't great though. He's the only driver that hasn't hit 122 yet. 121, sorry. As he heads towards the final corner. And it's going to be, surely, it's got to make this a 121. It's got to be a 121. And it's going to be a 121.7. It doesn't improve on his position though, which is a very big shame by Stevie. So, Z-Man is he's improving his time by 1/10. This should still won't put him off the position, but if he can improve on his time a little bit more, he could be pushing for that top. Literally, if he improves on his time by another 2/10, he could beat Toby's time here. So Z-Man rounds the final corner and powers it down the straight towards, and Ollie beats his time. Oh, and Z-Man goes P11. Great, decent time for Z-Man there. Ollie has been pushed down to P16 now, and does look like Stevie's going to go for another lap on these same set of tyres. But Red Hawk hasn't set a lap yet, which is a strange strategy by Red Hawk, unless he just can't do a lap for some reason. I don't know, maybe if someone would let me know, that would be great. If Red Hawk hasn't done, why Red Hawk hasn't done a lap. Oh yeah, if you just hear me randomly talking to someone, yeah, it's just a random another person sitting in the party, just to help me get some announcements, we'll say. So I'm joined by DJ as my announcer, but he's not going to include his own audio because of, I'm about to say legal reasons. It's not. But yeah, and it looks like Finn is on his flying lap. It's not a quick lap, it's not a flying lap, it's an in lap. Or maybe it's an out route. I think it probably is. Toby all out lap. Everyone is now about to go out on their final laps. So Halsey is now setting up for his flying lap. It looks. Oh no, he's pitting, which is odd. So that'll be Halsey's qualifying over. Weeze is on his flying lap though, so this could be an okay lap by Weeze. He heads towards the second to final corner. It's looking okay. It's not going to be one of the quick times, but he heads onto the final straight. It's going to be at least a 120 at least. He hits a 120.3 and that puts him to a P6. Decent lap by Weeze there. I think he'll be very happy with that solid performance there. So, I don't know who the first car to come across the grid is, but we'll find it. And it's going to be Red Hawk. Red Hawk is now on his a flying lap. He is going to go for one lap, which is very, very risky by Red Hawk. So, he heads down towards the line. I'm going to follow on Red Hawk's car here for his only lap in qualifying. So, he's going to get this right. He heads towards the fourth corner on the circuit. Personally, not my favourite circuit, Australia. It's very technical. A lot of people say it's not, but I think it's very high speed, very technical, and you've got to have a lot of confidence going through these corners. especially to keep up with the top guys in this league. So, at the moment, your top 5 are VRT Square with a 119.254, which is a very good time. Maybe you could push that into the 118s. That'd be a very good lap if you could. But he's going to be challenged by Salted Helmet here. So we're going to have a very good shootout for this top spot. So, as Red Hawk comes into the final sector, we have some cars backing up into the final corner, which they've only got 11 seconds to get to the line. It's going to be very close if they can do it, which I think one of them cars might be Salted Helmet, which is not comfortable. They're all across the line. It's okay. No one's finished. It doesn't look like he was there. Maybe it was Stevie? No. Red Hawk comes across the line. It's going to be a 123. That's a poor lap by Red Hawk. So we're going to switch to Chiller on mediums. Chiller. He's hoping he can improve on mediums. But we're going to go to Crispy, the next one across the line. Is invalidated though, so we're going to go to the Chiller. I don't know who that Williams is going to cross the line. I think that might be that'd be Thermal JD, but he doesn't improve. The Chiller goes across the line and improves to P5, and the next person will be a Renault, so I'm assuming it'll be Halsey. Halsey comes across the line. Oh, no, he didn't improve. He was invalidated anyway. Oh, we have a spinner of Wheeze, which doesn't want to get up people's way here. He's not going to. He's played that very well. So the next one will be the other Haas driver, which will be Ollie. Ollie coming down towards his final lap. It's going to be a 121.1, and it's not going to be enough to go any higher than P13. As our final competitor to come across the line, it's going to be both of them at once. Square goes with a 1, doesn't improve, and Salt improves by 0.2. Oh, and that's a crash at the back, or crash there for the Sauber. And that was a very close qualifying session, with Salt somehow improving, even though he was in dirty air behind Square. So, your top 10 for the Australian Grand Prix for TFR Season 4. You're in the front row, you have Salted Helmet, followed in P2 by Square. Your second row will be Corey Marshall and Thermal JD. Your third row will be D-Chiller and Tadpole. Your fourth row will be Wheeze, Halsey. Fifth row? Yeah, fifth row. In P9 will be Defas Demu and Thermal White. And Thermal White will round off the top 10. In the sixth row, you have Crispy, Rustless. And for his debut in the 11th... Oh, no, not 11th? 7th row will be Ollie and Z-Man. And a very poor qualifying for Finn in the 12th row, followed in by Toby. The 13th row will be Stevie and Red Hawk will round off the grid with not a great time, and only one time. Okay, so we've got some information on why Red Hawk only did one lap. That thing was because his pedals and setup wasn't really working for him. So that is only one. That's one reason that he only got one lap in. We head towards. I'm excited for this race. Actually, this was going to show who's boss of this league, and Salt, Square, and the Renault World Champion didn't have a great qualifying. I thought he'd be up there in the P3 or P1 maybe, but he didn't really show his pace. Maybe Australia isn't top pole strong point, so yeah, but that doesn't matter. Remember, race pace is what you need in this league. So we are going to invite someone quickly. There we go. That invite is out. It doesn't. Oh, it's not Square this time. Everyone's still trying to get their things together, like thing wise. So everyone is getting ready to go, and we head into the grid. It's going to be an early 5 red lights. Oh no, it's a formation lap while I'm running on. We'll get all these intervals and stuff ready. We're going to switch to tyres. We'll switch to enabled, and we'll do intervals. And we should be good there. So, if you have only just joined us, we have Solid Helmet pulling a 2/10 lead to Square behind, even though he was in dirty air of Square on his flying lap. So, the top 6, it's going to be a fight to the wire, this top 6. This top 6 is probably the quickest top 6 we've had all of these seasons. Oh, I've just noticed something. We have had Bass Branch join us. So that is another one of the F1 drivers just missing out on qualifying, but that doesn't mean that he can't fight his way through the field and get into that points paying positions. Stevie is in P19, which is a very sad... P18, sorry, for Stevie. Very sad to see him down there. We have Toby Kenobi, which is a very, very poor qualifying by Toby. I thought he'd be up there and probably P9, P8. That's not a very good show for Toby. Maybe, as I said about Tadpole, maybe this isn't one of the very strong points. So, it's going to be a one-stop. It can either be mediums to hards, which it does look like a lot. Only 2 people are doing the medium to hard strategy, and that is Red Hawk and Rustless. Rustless has always been quite quick around here. Well, last season he was, so hopefully it will be paying off again this season as we come round the final corner to set up this first grid for TFR Season 4. As it looks like Salt is now locking in to his grid slot as we head. Everyone is locking in their final car, about to lock in, as that is Bass locking into his grid position as we head to the start of the first race this season, as it heads to 5 red lights here in Australia, and it's 5 red lights, and away we go in Australia, and it's a good start by Square there. He's going to get Salt into the first corner. Doesn't look like everyone's been quite clean. And Salt swoops around the outside of Square, and that's allowed. And it looks like there's some collisions at the back. We're going to have a look. It doesn't look. The grid might just be best up a bit now. Square has been overtaken by Thermal JD. They're side by side going into this corner. There's a little bit of tyre bashing there. And it looks like Stevie has got an absolute flyer start, gone from P18 up to P11. P8! What is Stevie? Oh no, never mind. It's just that, what is going on with these leaderboards right now? Apparently Crispy's in first. It's not right. There we go. Everything is back to normal as Corey goes around the outside of Salt and from P3 already into the lead. And Corey is going to try to drive away with this lead now on a very hectic first lap. And there's a crash at the back, and that is, it looks like, oh, Thermal White, one of the Ferrari drivers, is round. That is a very big shame. He looks like he's come together with Red Hawk at the back here. So, looks like Stevie has actually got quite a good start into P11. So, it's not looking promising. Oh, Salt already has a penalty. I don't know what type of penalty that is. So we'll have a look at what penalty that is. Just take a second. 3 seconds. So he's corner cut somewhere. Quite a few times in that first lap as we come up around the first corner to finish the first lap, and that is Corey Marshall in P1 from P3. He's gained 2 positions in just that lap. So Corey's starting to drive away a little bit now. Square is going to try to follow Salt as close as he can. These top 5, sorry, are looking to pull away from Tadpole as they don't want Tadpole to get any on his own, because he will fight and he will battle these guys ahead. And it looks like the 2 guys at the back are pitting. Oh no, DeCillo must have pit. DeCillo's pit, so that should have gone into hard straight away, as well as Red Hawk will be. That will be to the end of the race now. So let's just calm down for a second and taking that first lap, and let's see who's got most position changes. It looked like it will be Stevie with 8 positions gained. Well, good lap, good starting lap for Stevie, and the 3 good mates are in P9, P10, and P11, and P12. All of them have P4. They will probably be trying to. They'll be having a good scrap there, though. As you can see, Crispy has gone past Toby, and they're all 4 of them are just so close. Ollie's driving away a bit from Stevie though, which is odd, as Wheeze pulls into the pits, and as well as Halsey does, and as well as Toby does, which is a bit odd. So we will follow on with the leader for a lap and see how he does. Doesn't look like anybody's battling right now, apart from looks like Finn is closing in on Z-Man here. So we're going to see if he can get slipstream down this straight. Is he going to go for a look? No, he's not. He's going to play it sensible for another few corners. This is the closest battle on the grid at the moment. So Z-Man is trying to chase down Crispy in front. Crispy's trying to chase down Stevie in front. It doesn't look like that gap's closing as much, as because it does feel. I bet Crispy is trying to feel the pressure of Z-Man, right, breathing down his neck. So Finn try. Oh, Z-Man locks up. That's going to compromise him out of this exit. And Crispy there losing a little bit. That's going to get a 3-second time penalty. Finn very over aggressive there on the steering. He takes this corner quite quickly. He's going to hook that up quite nicely. He doesn't get the best exit chasing down Z-Man towards the final sector. We apparently have a permanent yellow flag, so we're going to just cope with that. And these, the top 4 are quite close. Tapple just dropping off a bit now, so it's going to be a battle between these top 4, I believe, for this win this weekend. So Finn has just gained a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, and it does look like Finn is going to look for Z-Man. Z-Man looks up, and Finn's going to see him compromised. Doesn't get the move. Doesn't find the move. He gets a good exit though. Z-Man gets a better exit. More traction. Z-Man is very lucky there for defending that move from Finn. As we watch on from Z-Man, this is going to be a very close battle, these two, and it's just allowing Crispy just to make that gap a little bit bigger for himself. Just make sure he feels a little bit more comfortable. It does look like Red Hawk has spun in sector 3. We'll just make sure on that. And he is going very slowly, and that looks like it probably will be a retirement for Red Hawk. That is a very unfortunate start for his season. Ollie is absolutely flying at the moment, which is, I'm very happy for him, as he goes towards. Surely they will be pitting soon for these hards. These softs have surely got to go off quite quickly. As we'll hop on board with the battle with Finn has dropped off a bit from Z-Man. It'll probably be DRSing, and that looks like Rustless' pit now. No, that is Red Hawk, I believe, just sitting a bit. So, first 5 laps are over. We've had Corey come from P3 to jump Salt and Square, which is very, very well played by Corey. Corey's just going to try to look to find that gap though from Salt, but Salt is being able just to hold the car there and going to be trying to find that rhythm. And it looks like Square is having to use a lot more ERS just to stay with these guys. These guys ahead have got a little bit more ERS. Salt is just saving that ERS just for the right time to pounce. He knows he hasn't got to make a stupid move. He knows he hasn't got to do a lot to get past Corey. Corey's got a lot of ERS as well, but if Salt uses that ERS power as well as DRS, he should be able to sail past Corey. But as we head into this 6th lap around Austria for the 6th time out of the 29 laps. If I could get some I don't know what route they're pitting. If I could get some information from someone, that would be great. But yeah. So it's not looking. Oh, it's not looking good for Toby at the back now. He's in P17. It's not the greatest start of races for Toby, which is a big shame because I thought he'd be right up there today, which is again a big shame. But we've got to focus on these front battles. Oh, Finn dropped back behind Wheeze. Wheeze has got Finn and got the move done. Now he's going to try to chase down Holy. As we hop onto Thermal JD, chasing down VRT Square. Square is under threat from Thermal JD now. Square locks up, under pressure. He's going to be chased down towards the final, or the penultimate corner, and trying to close down on them lock ahead. So Square is making a lot of lockups and a lot of mistakes now. Square pulls into the pits, and he's going to be the first out of the front four to do so. Very weird entry there for Square. Ollie doesn't follow him in. No one is following him in either. So that is an early pit stop, it seems, for Square. He's going to come out, I'm saying P12. It looks like so. As he comes out of the pit lane, he's going to come out behind Rustless. So he's going to try to go for the undercut. Bass pulls in the pit lanes in P13. So Corey and Salt are very close together. Thermal JD is not going to be able to hang on with no slipstream anymore. So at the moment it is looking like a battle to the end, or battle between these top two. Salt is just being able to keep that gap at 7/10 this whole race, as well as Corey's been able to keep him there for the whole race. So I don't know why I keep saying so, but this is a very hard for. This is actually quite hard side of commentating for this. So next weekend I probably will try to find someone for this role. If I can, I will try to invite someone now. There we go. Doesn't look like he's going to join though, so we are going to be stuck on my own for now. Salt is just keeping this gap here for now. And there he is. Charlie, I need you. Oh, here's a virtual safety car pulled out for the time. Okay, perfect time to introduce my. And here we go. We have Charlie Giles to join me in the commentary box.
Yes.
I believe you are watching on at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, Square has pit again. He's
pit twice.
For a front wing change. He pit for another front wing change.
Not good for him.
That has compromised his race. That has compromised him.
How did Halsey DNF? Did he crash?
Oh, I didn't see that actually.
And that's probably caused a virtual safety car.
Yeah. I've been watching this front battle for a bit, so it's just. I think the gap between Salt and Corey's broken.
Yeah, Halsey got a puncture.
Because that's been at 7.17
It's a glitch. It's not actually that. It's like jumping up from 6 to 7 to 8. I was in a party with Salt.
Oh.
But this is a very...
As we green to go racing, and that is a short corner cut by Corey Marshall. But Salt is chasing him down rapidly now. He's using all he can use to chase him down a bit more. That's surely below. Now there we go. Looks like the time is fixed now. Down to 5/10. He's surely going to have a look for him on the main straight the next time round. It looks like Square is now struggling. Oh, he slips there, and that's surprise. What a catch by Square there. He would have been sliding to that wall if he didn't catch that perfectly. Ollie is down into P10 now because of the pit, but he's going to get ahead of these guys ahead, so that is a decent position for Ollie to be in. So, Finn is chasing down Ollie, but Ollie is on fresher tyres. Stevie has had an absolute great start to his race. He should pit he might be pitting soon for his tyres. So, it looks like Crispy and him haven't pit yet. So, as well as Z-Man, Russ, this is the only car behind them who has pit onto the medium tyres.
It's an awful start to
So
season
Charlie,
for Ferrari.
yeah. So Charlie, who are you banking on at the moment to win the race?
Corey.
To jump in. Salt is in the
Pits,
pits.
yeah.
He's saying Corey.
Yeah, Corey. Second he gets P1, he wins.
As well as JD pulls into the pits, follows Salt in. But that looks like Salt is held up a little bit by Tadpole coming into the pits. He's going to get ahead. Oh, and it looks like JD's jumped Salt. JD has jumped Salt because of the hold-up, because of Thermal JD. So Thermal JD is now ahead of Salt. That is... Oh, as well as the McLaren's going to get in between them. So Z-Man is in between the battle for the top two. This is going to be exciting. I want to see what Salt has got to say after the race. So that has made Corey's lead even more comfortable now. So Corey, if I was Corey now, I would pit this lap and just hope that you come out ahead. Well, he knows he's going to come out ahead of him now because of that hold-up. So he pulls. He's just going to be driving. Driving.
That's what he does. That's literally, he gets P1 the first couple of laps and he just drives for the race.
Yeah, no, he did very well to get out of that P3 position up to P1 pretty quickly. So, and that looks like Thermal White is pit as well, and it looks like Square is chasing down the Chiller for that P14.
So
this hasn't been the greatest day for Square. And Corey Marshall pits, as I said, I thought he would. So, that is Thermal White coming in the pits. Stevie, is Stevie going to be able to be out ahead of Corey? Doesn't look like he is. So, it doesn't look like Corey's going to be out quite far ahead of everyone else. Stevie pits as well, so that's Stevie's pit stop checking in. And look, the gap between Corey and Thermal JD, 5 seconds. About 4 seconds we'll go with the gap there now. So we will go down. Oh, look a bit debris flying there, but it wasn't debris. It was just flattering things. Crispy is chasing down Wheeze. Stevie's going to come out. Oh, they're going to be close. Oh, Stevie just leaves enough room for Wheeze there. That was very good driving from both of them. And this is going to be a three-way battle now, as Crispy's going to try to go around the outside of... oh my god, sorry boys. Stevie's going to try to defend from Crispy. Crispy does leave him enough room, but it's going to be very close. Stevie leaves him, and Crispy yields. This just allowed Wheeze to drive a little bit further away from his cars ahead. Stevie should be able to fight a bit more. Stevie gets a choice to come with a model warning. Tadpole is right on the back of Z-Man now. He's going to be into the DRS zone. Just lost on quite a bit of time there, but Z-Man does tip into the grass. He's going to be drag racing down towards this to the last sector, but he's going to try to find it on the last, on the start-finish straight.
Remember, Z-Man still hasn't put.
Oh yeah, he hasn't. He's on soft tyres still. He might be pitting this lap. It does look like he's going to peel into He does peel into the pits. So we will follow on board with this battle here with Crispy and Stevie with the helicopter cam. Lovely view of this battle.
I was going to say JD,
they are. What is that?
Social are making JD.
Oh, yep, that is them. So overtaking JD, and he will be hunting down Corey now. He wants this win. He knows he does. Oh, and that is Z-Man dropping back, but he's in the pits. So doesn't look like Crispy had enough pace to go ahead of Stevie there. But he's going to have his DRS open now. He's going to be flying down towards the scoreline. He's going to look down the inside. He's going to make the move. Stevie leaves enough room. Very well played from both of these drivers. Very clean. Crispy looks, and he's going to get a better exit. He's going to try to go around the outside, go for the final quick fast right-hander, but it yields to Stevie. This is for the final points better position. Just letting Wheeze pull away, trying to chase down Finn. Finn trying to chase down Ollie. This has been a very good first race for Ollie. P7, I'm sure he'll be happy with this position right now. the race could end now, I'm pretty sure Ollie would be ecstatic. So, for now, your top 5 are Corey, followed by Salt, who's 5 seconds back, closely by JD. 4 seconds back of that is Tadpole, and Rustless has had a great race. Oh, Rustless is now pitting. So technically it will be Devastamu, and Ollie will be P6. Ollie will be ecstatic with this. This is a great race for Ollie. Ollie's clean on penalties as well, so if he could just hold this way from Finn, Ollie will be in a very comfortable position for his first race in F2. So F1, sorry, yeah. Stevie's been overtaken by Crispy, I don't know where, but Stevie's going to have a look.
Who's on the straight?
Crispy is pulling away now from Stevie. Stevie is finding them hard tyres a little bit difficult, so
It's been a mistake for him to catch him.
we're going to switch on to Z-Man and Rustlers. Rustlers doesn't have DRS, but he's going to be very close to the rear end of Z-Man now.
Ollie and Finn, I think.
Finn is close. Finn has just plucked these medium tyres so much more quicker than Ollie's hards, but I'm not sure if these mediums do have to pit again, so...
And Ollie also has about
they will.
50% more ERS.
Yeah, Finn has no ERS to play with really, so he's going to have to just save this ERS. He's going to have to play with this ERS sensible now, so to get past Ollie. But Ollie defends well, holding that inside line, going to try to take as much defence as he can. He knows he hasn't got, even though he doesn't need to defend. Oh, very
loses it
there by Finn.
Finn will get overtaken on the straight.
Finn doesn't get the greatest exit. Ollie gets a worse exit though, and Finn just sails past Ollie. Ollie, that is a mistake and a half. Wheeze is catching now for these boys. As well as Crispy's just fell off Wheeze now, as well as Stevie's fell off Crispy. As well as Toby's up into P11, he's going to be chasing down Stevie for this P10. I know Toby's going to want this points for the start of the season, so...
We're just getting very close to Ollie now.
Yeah, we'll switch on to that. Ollie's not having... Wheeze is flying, to be fair to him.
Yeah, this guy is he races with Tara Olympus in the league. He's a very good racer, very clean, ultra couple of streams.
Yeah.
It's looking like Corey's won the race. No way he can Storm catch up in a penalty situation.
Storm, I'm
No,
commentating.
still not. I mean, so. Ooh, Padpool's actually provisional P3 right now.
Yes, he is, because of
JD's penalties.
yeah. Well, that's Wheeze getting past Ollie now. Ollie's dropping back down the field. He's not going to be happy with this because he knows he has got the pace to keep with these guys. So, as long as he can stay on the back of Wheeze and use him to drive himself forward, he should be able to
Stay away from Crispy.
back down Finn. Well, stay away from Crispy, yeah, that'll be Ollie's main target. So, Devastamu, who has been he was in my SL event.
Yeah.
He's in P5. Well, he's quite way away from P4, but he's 3 seconds away from Finn. So he's in quite a comfortable position. He's not in the most comfortable position, but he's in quite a comfortable position. So at the moment, Salt isn't closing in on Corey. If anything, Corey is extending that
Square
gap.
versus Stevie Cat.
As we go down to Square and Stevie Cat. Square, the runner-up of last season's F1, is going to try down the inside.
Oh, that's a very nice overtake.
Play,
That's
mate.
a very nice overtake.
Very, very nice overtake. Probably the overtake of the race so far. So, Square is going to try to race down Crispy and Ollie, which I'm assuming he probably will be able to, because Square has just got so much more pace than these guys ahead of him. So, it looks like Wheeze is on the back of Finn now. So Wheeze is just trying to play his own game. He's trying to use these tyres quite a lot, but he's got to remember these tyres got to make him to the end. So,
Ooh, he might be able to. They're hard. So it'll be very, very hard. He'll have
Let
like
me just.
he might get it'd be a Silverstone situation. I'll get no take off in here.
As he
Ooh,
moves down the inside.
very nice,
Is Finn
very
going to leave
nice.
him room? Finn does leave him room. It's going to be a very fair battle, but he doesn't get the move done. Finn is going to be able to play defensive, but he's going to try to get the drive of this corner. It doesn't. He has to lift a bit there. So that is Finn holding P6 for another little while. These two are the closest on the track, but Toby is closing in on Stevie. Stevie's dropping back like a fly right now. So he needs to find some pace somewhere, and he's got to show it soon.
Maybe we'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
Maybe if he last killer.
Wheeze is getting a better exit than Finn's through some corners, but Finn is just somehow, because he got quite a low ERS. They both have got quite a low ERS. Ollie hasn't used much ERS. He's still 40%, so he's quite comfortable on that front. But this will see Wheeze probably try down the inside into the first corner here now. So
Ooh, I think I should grasp
he
it there.
comes down the down the straight, followed by Wheeze. Wheeze has got his DRS wide open, not close enough this time around, but he will be very close for this second straight, which everyone loves, and he's going to try to go for this move again. He's very, very close. He's going to pull to the right-hand side, down the inside, Finn with plenty of room. Wheel to wheel, very close. And he's going to look for switch back. He's going to get a 3-second time penalty. And that was probably not the most talented move I've seen him try to do today. So, and that is VRT Square getting past Crispy now. And VRT Square is going to be trying to chase down Ollie. Ollie's been able to catch a little bit on Wheeze because of this battle ahead. So he's going to try to drag along Square and maybe try to drag along. And if Square gets past him, maybe Square is going to try to drag along Ollie a bit.
Go get past one, this one guaranteed. I'll bet one on it.
Yeah. We head as it looks like Corey's about to go on to the final, well not final lap, final 10 laps of this race. What has happened at the front there? That looks like Bass Branch has crashed into the pit wall. He hasn't DNF'd, but that is a crash into the pit wall by Bass there. So, yeah. Oh, as well, we missed out VRT Square getting past him. Ollie. So, Square is now going to be trying to fight his way back through the field for some decent points. I think he'd be happy if he could catch up to P5 now, Square, so he would get some decent points for the first race. I know this isn't Square's strongest track, so I think he'd be quite happy with it. As we have really no that close on battles, apart from Crispy and Ollie. The two teammates are going to be racing, they're going to be battling. This is going to be some, well, at the moment I know obviously they have their own Instagram, the Haas team, so if you wanted to go and follow them over on Instagram, I will get the Instagram shortly.
I will offer you.
Small plugs, small plugs.
It's Haas.TFR on Instagram. He currently has 34 followers. They follow 12 people. He has 7 posts.
What about Williams? I know they have a thing at the moment.
Williams would be. It's TFR Williams franchise, and he has 3 posts, 14 followers, and follows 29 people. They have been reassured on that unfollowed account. As Square
As it
gets
looks like
over to
Square goes past Wheeze, and he's now going to be chasing down Finn. Wheeze has dropped off Finn a bit now, but Wheeze is going to go and try to look for a move on Square. He's going to try and look around the outside here, but Square knows how to defend. He is actually, he's the reigning world champion in Ford Focus, I believe? Ford Fiestas, in his Fiestas.
Is he?
He's a reigning world champion. Yeah, he's a reigning world champion in Fiestas. He didn't lose a race last season.
What, IRL?
Fiestas. Yeah, in IRL.
That's mad.
Yeah. He did say earlier, I believe he's going into moving into F4
Yeah, he's going into
next year,
F4.
so
He'll be racing against Charlie Ford and a couple of other people that I know.
alright. Oh, very snap of oversteer there by Square. It's getting closer and closer on Finn. Square, he's probably going to get. He's not going to get driver of the day because of positions, because that's how stupid F1 works. So it looks like Finn at the moment will. So yeah.
Will gets that traction off the
As we're
side and he'll get
driving
overtaken.
as Paul to the left, and he's going to breeze past Finn, and the boat is from P6. Now he's going to be trying to chase down Defsemu, which is only 2.4 seconds ahead. So it won't be long until we see him getting past him. Ollie has been overtaken by Crispy. As we go from McLaren of Wheeze in the pits now, down into P14. Toby into his last pits on the mediums, and Thermal White has not had the greatest race of his day today. He has got pace, I've seen it, he's probably one of the quicker drivers here, but he just hasn't shown it today.
He got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, yeah. Looks like Square is closing in very rapidly on Defsemu, so Defsemu should be worried, and he knows he is going to be caught anytime soon, so he is going to be, well, if Square can get the move done in these next 8 laps of this first race around Australia. And, oh, I think that's Square pitting. Square pits. Oh yeah, he has got a pit again, so that is Square going to be dropping down all the way back down.
Oh, and Corey's got a penalty. That's very rough.
Square is going to have to make all this time what he's just made back a bit more. Stevie is getting past Square, and that does look like he's just going to be out ahead of Toby, I believe.
Ooh.
So, yeah, no.
Very close getting contact there.
So, doesn't look like there's any really close battles. Apart from Stevie and Dachilla. Dachilla gets around the outside of Stevie, and that was Dachilla going to be up into P9. These two are the closest thing on the grid at the moment, so we are going to stay on board in TV camera with Stevie while he tries to get his position back from Dachilla. But at the moment, I think Stevie would be happy with P10 because of obviously the poor qualifying he had. So at the moment, the driver that I'm probably the most pleased for is Ollie Hanandy. He isn't the quickest driver out of the grid, no, by far. He knows he isn't, and he has proved he has got a bit of pace in F1. So if he could show that in the other league, TFR, that would be useful for me and him in the AlphaTauri, but, you know.
Of course he won't.
I know, but, you know, I'm just going to put it out there that I can win the champion next race.
Right now, my driver of the day is Finn RTL. Usuals.
Mine would. I know he's down at 14th right now. Probably have to be Square for showing his pace to come back. So
if he comes back again and gets it like past Finn again,
yeah.
You have to give it to him.
Yeah. But that is a lot of time to close in just 7 laps. Crispy is all over the back of Finn now. He's not gonna send it. He's gonna play sensible. He's gonna try to find a way around Finn though. At one point, Finn gets a poor exit. Crispy is gonna. What was that? That was just parking him in the road there for a bit. But Crispy is gonna have a lot more pace through here. He's gonna have so much more grip. Finn gets a poor exit, and Crispy's just gonna sail past next Crispy up into P6. And Ollie's just too far back to get the compromisation of Finn. And that is a crash. No, that's not a crash. That is Toby retiring. Oh, that is a very big shame. So let's see if we could get. Shall we see if we can get Toby in the pie for an interview and to see what's gone wrong today?
Well, Finn's pitted.
It's a big shame for Toby. I know he was excited for today's race, and he was hoping that he could get in, probably in that podium position today. So that is a big shame. Finn is pit, so that is square ahead of Finn now, which is yeah. Wheeze is on soft tyres now, so Wheeze has got a bit more pace to show. He's chasing down Rustless as well as Stevie. So none of the people ahead of Stevie, none of the people probably behind De Chiller and De Chiller included are safe at the moment. So we have no close battles on the grid apart from Wheeze. Wheeze is looking around the outside of Russell. Oh no, they touched!
What's he doing?
Wheeze out of the race. That will be probably that is.
Black flag.
Oh, that Rustless has definitely not left any space.
Yeah,
there.
Rustless black flagged.
So that will be up to the stewards after the race, I assume.
What was that?
No, I just let him go. Just let him go. He'll just guess that he'll probably end up getting a severe penalty anyway. So just let it happen. And that is a virtual safety car as well. So that is Wheeze out of the race, which is a huge shame because he did have a very good race, which he won't be very happy. I'm sure he will be very angry with Rustless, and Rustless will, I'm sure, be punished.
What the hell was that?
So
apparently Ollie's done something as well.
What's Ollie done?
I'm not sure.
I'm probably someone having a go at Ollie. No, not really surprised. Ollie gets shouted at for some stupid reason sometimes, but yeah.
That was Ollie, it was Rustless. I literally was watching him. I was driving past, I was watching him drive.
Yeah.
I saw it out of the door myself. I'll make sure it's done.
That is. I'm also. I hope he's on the thing. I didn't clip it, but it's on the stream, so I can get the clip out. That is
yeah.
not the. Yeah. So. No one is very close on the. No one's really that close at the moment. I know Finn is right behind Z-Man, which is the P11, but remember, Rustless is going to have a hefty penalty. So I reckon if they stay in 10 seconds
What happened to Square?
at least. Oh, Square's out of the race. I didn't know. Oh, we'll try to get Square in as well. That is, wow.
I have no clue. I was dealing with this and I just saw Square
I
got
didn't
DNF'd.
even know.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm not sure, but we'll invite Square to the party and see if we can get a interview off him. I know Toby didn't join because he's probably very annoyed with himself right now, so we'll say cool down. As Square joins the party,
What
do you want
happened?
to add your include your audio for Square?
Yeah,
What happened, mate?
Just tell me what you've done.
what happened is I'm a bit
Yeah.
stupid. I am stupid.
What did you do? We didn't see it.
I went through turn
We were
one,
too busy
slapped
watching
the
a
inside
shocking
curb.
incident. We were watching a shocking
I slapped the
incident
inside curb
Wheeze.
through turn one and lost the rear, and for some reason my rear wheel came off.
Yeah, if you
I was
hit
going to
the-
retire anyway, but
you hit that inside
Yeah, you didn't
curve,
have
you get screwed.
didn't have the most luckiest race today, have you? Really?
no. Well, I tried the massive undercut onto the hards on the front two, and then I went up the inside of Rustless, and he just fucking turned in on me.
Yeah, he's done that to.
He just turned into Wheeze. He just took out Wheeze.
So,
Yeah.
That was a.
Yeah, I saw it. I was right
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, he could. He's gonna. I might even get into a voice chat with him at some point. I'm not very happy about that at all.
Yeah,
But
I
as we
clipped
head into
it.
the
I need to
final-
actually watch
As
it.
we're in the final 3 laps now for this first round of TFR League Australia, and that's Rustless out of the league. That is a Rustless out of the league. Rustless out of the race.
And out the league.
He's just retired.
Hopefully, he is
That
out of the
respectable.
league.
That is
Yeah.
respectable if he has retired. So, but the back two are battling. This is probably the most exciting battle on the grid at the moment, which is the Killer and White. So
Wow.
I guess we'll watch
I got
that.
taken out by rustlers with front wheel to front
Corey's
wheel contact.
catching these back too, so there could be a lap car here.
Oh, yeah, we want some luck. We want someone to get lapped, to be honest.
So we literally have no one under a second at the moment, so I guess we'll flick up to Corey and watch Corey's few final laps towards his victory. It doesn't look like Salt is going to be able to catch 5 seconds in these next couple of laps. So, oh, and there's an incident down on this back straight there. I think it's, I don't know who that is. I think that's Russell's retired car. Here it is. So, I guess we'll watch on board for with Corey towards his his first win of the season, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many. So,
I'm currently getting a massive essay written by Ollie, so this will be fun.
And we will watch that after the race. We have a clip from Square to show what happened.
I brought Nick Steve Cap.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
as
I
well,
could
Charlie.
agree
That
with
was
that.
what happened
He has...
with rustlers.
Yeah, I have. What did you order a Wheeze? Because I have a couple of Wheeze. I was literally spectating them.
Yeah, we went overs.
To be fair, another perspective could be good.
Yeah. Give him a debut.
Flipping hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew. Jesus. What is Ross doing? He just doesn't notice you're there. It's just not good
He just
driving.
turned in.
Yeah.
I mean, I was miles
It's odd
alongside.
from
He gave me
Russell,
damage
because
as well,
last season he wasn't that bad.
He just doesn't give
Last
space.
season he showed what his pace was, so I don't know, maybe he's just not had the best break in the league, I don't know. But the main thing at the moment is Salt is actually catching Corey, but it's not enough at the moment. Corey probably will have to make a mistake for Thingy to beat him. Penalty wise, no, penalty wise, Salt is still miles back on penalties. So, but
Yeah,
at the moment, Tadpole could take P3 if JD doesn't pick up the pace with JD on 9 seconds penalties, Tadpole with none. So, this is actually going to be exciting to watch on the last lap. If he can't extend that gap by 5/10, that will be a big shame. But as we head on to the final lap, Corey is going down. We'll watch Corey's final lap on board with him, just to show his pure driving ability around Australia. Shows his pace. And it does look, at the moment, like he's going to take this win, as Salt is coming back at him very quickly, but it just looks like Corey's probably taking it easy just to make sure he does get this win and doesn't spin it like me. As the Chiller is right on the back of Z-Man here, just backs out. And
this is for a point.
Understand why he did back out.
Actually, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
1 point.
The Chiller got
1 point.
Oh,
they touch! And that is
that looks
Chiller,
intentional.
surely.
That looks intentional.
Oh, I don't know. There's
That looks like a wheel
we'll
bump.
see after the race. Yeah, I don't know. Corey coming into the final few corners now to win this Australian Grand Prix as he comes towards the penultimate corner to become the first winner of the TFR season. He rounds the final corner and wins in Australia for the first time in his career, and wins the first round of TFR.
For some reason, the Chiller
And
decided
this is going to be very close. And it looks like Thermal JD's done it. No, Thermal JD hasn't done it. Thermal JD is going to lose P3 to Tadpole. Tadpole is going to be able to take P3. Tadpole takes P3. That is very unlucky for JD. I've had that happen before in Australia.
The Chiller decided to pass the finish line the bits for banter. So.
And I just want to give a round of applause to Ollie for P7. I'm sure he will be ecstatic with that position. So I guess we will get Corey in for an interview.
I'm gonna get Salt in as well.
As well as Salt. That was.
Salt's my
yeah.
mean G, so you have to get him in the party.
I guess I'll invite Salt now. Let me have a look at. Oh no, there's Salt.
Include your audio in my stream, bitches.
Yeah, you can
Alright,
go your
calm
audio in
down,
our
woman.
stream.
Yeah, our stream's more important.
So,
I'll do what
so,
I want.
so, what do you think?
I'll do what I want.
That race?
I do what I want.
That race. So, if you refuse to answer, I'll black flag.
I think I could have won if I hadn't got that wing damage. Well, no, I don't think. I know I could have won judging by the pace at the end. But I had to change my wing on when I pitted, and yeah.
Lost you.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, was that a wing? I thought you got hold up by one of the Alfa Romeos. That must have just, yeah, that was changing.
I didn't see an Alfa Romeo the entire race.
There's an Alfa Romeo came past you in the pit lane.
Yeah, Tadpole held you.
No, that was a Williams. Wasn't it?
No, it was Tadpole.
No, it was a.
I didn't get held in the pits.
It was just between your wing changing.
Yeah, it was. I forced it to change wing because I knew I wouldn't have the pace to. Especially because I was just getting warning after warning. I got 5 warnings on 2 laps. In the first 2 laps.
Yeah,
Because of
I
the
was in
damage.
March for that. That was not good. But
I would get
Right.
one of them removed, but then I got another warning right at the end of the race, and that nullified
Yeah.
it. So, oh well.
Yeah.
I knew I had the
Alright
pace,
then.
so I'm okay with it. I'm not fussed with it at all. I set that fastest lap on my final lap as well. That's the hard tyres for you. I had the better strategy, mainly. That was the main reason why I think I would have won, is because Corey Marshall went to the wrong tyres. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Alright then, that is the first race of TFR over. We have our top 10 with Corey, Salt, Tadpole, Thermal JD, rounding up the top 5 is Def's Emu, P6 Ollie, which is a very good race for Ollie, P7 with Crispy, P8 with Finn, P9 with Stevie, and you're rounding off the top 10 for the final point with Thermal Whites.
oh, good race.
And Corey Marshall.
The
We
bad,
have
the
some
bad
very bad
Corey
news
has-
for myself.
I think we should be banning fucking the Seaman first.
But now that was dodgy.
Ban everyone.
Including you, so.
Yeah, including me.
Now, this is the point where I kick from everyone from the pie.
So if you kick me, I'll call you gay.
I'll do what
And
I
black
want.
flag you.
Bye, Salt. I kicked Salt, I felt good for doing that. I'm not going to kick anyone. I guess you guys could listen to the ending slogan of the stream.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to talk over
the
you.
me and Charlie mate just saying this.
Yeah.
To say.
Yeah.
Right, ready, Charlie?
I have no idea what it is, but yeah.
Okay, right.
It doesn't sound like both
Alright.
of you bit it up, I can't lie. It looks like
no,
it's a
Charlie,
one-sided.
no, right, yeah, I think I'm the only
It's a
one that
very
remembers it.
one-sided relationship
Alright,
here.
remember, TFR, the only leaf for you.
See you next time.